Alright, you guys, how you doing? This is Rock Bass. A little bit of a different, not even so much a review, just kind of a, I don't know, a different kind of video. Been talking to a lot of different people about old video game systems, and so sick and tired of the Super Nintendo fanboys out there. Now, I'm not going to say that the Super Nintendo wasn't a good system, because it is, and there's some great games on there. But this is the one right here that I grew up with. Sorry, I was smoking a little bit there. But the Sega Genesis, also known as the Sega Mega Drive overseas, and I have the original Genesis 1 there with the original Sega CD as well. And then I'm just going to go over some of my games and things like that. Now, the reason, I remember back when I was young, all my friends had the SNES, and I didn't want that because all the other kids had it. I wanted something different, and so I started begging and pleading for the Sega Genesis, and sure enough, I got one. This is not my first Genesis. My first Genesis will actually go over here in this box of goodies here. I've just started to organize everything and get everything where I want it. Here's the original manual for the Sega CD. An old Fighting Secrets. Remember, I got this for Ultimate MK3. He said I would do all the moves and stuff. And then back in the day when we didn't have internet, we had to go to the bookstore or try to catch a video, or sometimes, they had the Sega channel for a while, I believe, or the Nintendo channel, I can't remember. Sometimes you could catch some codes and things. This is my original Genesis right here, and I got this in 1992, and it still works. I just don't use it because it's got its wear, and some of the jacks in back here are a little damaged, but still kicking. And then I have a couple Genesis 2s as well. Here's a spacer for the 32X. And I'm not sure where those got put. Whoops. Actually, right in here. I have two of the Sega 32X. This system is so underrated. People rip it to parts. But I love it. I love the 32X. I'm trying to get mine working again. That's the biggest flaw, is that they're so touchy. But the games for them, people rip apart the Doom and say that the SNES one was better. And yeah, the music was better, and there were some levels missing and things like that. But I remember being, 12, 13 years old, being able to play Doom on my TV. That was just awesome, and how excited I was to be able to do that. Me and my brother would just spend hours. But yeah, here's a couple boxes of games here. This is an original Genesis box. Let's see what we got in here without cases. There's Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Zombies Ate My Neighbors. There's one live you probably haven't seen. It's on YouTube if you search it. But I actually have the original game, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. And I need to change the battery in my camera, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Anyways, we're just looking at some of the games in the uncased box here, the Lethal Enforcers. A lot of these, were from Blockbuster and video stores. This one's actually been taped a little. I don't know why. But cartridges, they're so hard to destroy. Quack Shot. This game's cool, man. It's called Chakan. And you're this guy with swords traveling through different worlds. And I think, if I remember the story right, he's possessed and he can't die, and that's all he wants to do is die, but he has to complete all these different missions, and it's pretty crazy. Here's one some of you guys might know. World Trophy Soccer, Kid Chameleon, Primal Rage, Golden Axe 2. These are just the ones without cases. All the rest I have cases for. And we'll just kind of start here. It's probably one of my all-time favorite games, and there's not too many on videos of it on YouTube either. I think there's like a gameplay video, but that's it. And I'll be doing a review soon. Not an angry video game nerd as much as I love them. Just a cool, just a review of the game and what it's about. I know a lot of you guys probably do the emulator things. I don't do emulators just because you can still get a lot of the cool games, for a couple bucks on eBay. And even the harder to find ones, $40 to $50 for basically an antique now isn't too bad. But Jerry Glanville's Pigskin Foot Brawl, this is probably one of the coolest games I've ever played right here. And it's, take a look. So it's the manual and the game. And I'll just pop it into the Genesis here. Now the premise of this game, it's like medieval times, and the kings all wanted a new form of entertainment, so Foot Brawl was created. And let's take a look here. Now of course it's going to look kind of crappy because it's on a TV, and it's just a recording of the TV, but I'll do what I can for you. Well, my camera's kind of freaking out here, sorry about that. I mean, listen to these sounds, man. It's just awesome. You get like a scoreboard. Let's pick the easy level here, just so I can show you a second of the game. Basically, you're these knights. Well, you're the main knight here. You're Thor. And it starts off with the screen. Let's go! Let's go! Me and my friends used to have so much fun playing this. And basically, you're the blue team versus the red team, and you just need to score, and you have all the different weapons on the field. You can kill them, and there's a big fight there in the hog pile. This game with 2 players, some of the most fun you can have on the Genesis. Check it out. Jerry Glanville's Pigskin Foot Brawl. I've also, now that I've gotten older, started taking care of stuff better and been getting more into the more rare games. And this is one that's actually pretty rare. Both of the Mutant League games are pretty rare and pretty hard to find. And I can actually post some links if anybody wants to see some of the rarity lists out there. You can see I got this for $4.99, and it's actually a pretty hard one to find now. It's a lot of fun. East Lot. Here's an old school one right here. The original Street Fighter 2. I'm not sure what I got in there. Just the game nowadays. But that was new when I bought it. But being a stupid kid, you don't pay attention to taking care of stuff. This is another hard game to find. Awesome if you can find it. Pirate's Gold. You're a pirate. You get to pillage and try to marry women, and you're always fighting. You're looking for lost relatives and treasures, and that's a really fun game. Almost RPG-like, but not quite. Just kind of take a look here. Some of the other games. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, this box is just full. Pain of Fury. Over here. Oh, there's another good one. I'm not sure how much this is on YouTube either. This game's called Skitchin'. And I remember it was the first game that actually said a swear word on the cover. It says, the bad boys who made Rash are back to thrash and skitchin'. Grab your skates, steal a ride on a car bumper, and you're off. Skatin' and hitchin', skitchin'. It's bitchin'. Yeah. And it is bitchin'. It's an awesome game. You're on rollerblades, jumping from car to car, fighting with all these different kinds of weapons, doing tricks. This game's awesome. What else do we got in here? I feel like such a little kid looking through all these. And most of these are just from when I was little, too. I mean, we never had a lot of money when I was growing up. But we just got lots of games really cheap, used from Blockbuster, especially once they started getting, the